everyone, long time no see. I hope you've all been keeping well over these past 2 months. I've been very busy recently, but have also been enjoying these summer months. How is the weather in your country at the moment? These days I've been thinking a lot about how summers are getting hotter recently. So today's podcast is going to be a high beginner, low intermediate level podcast all about the hot weather. Don't forget to check out the YouTube video if you want to practice speaking aloud while reading the text. In Ireland, it rarely gets very hot during the summer. Actually, this summer, the weather has been so bad. It's rained so much and there's been a lot of grey and cloudy weather. Of course, sometimes it gets quite warm, but we really don't get super hot or humid weather. As a fun fact, the hottest temperature ever recorded in Ireland was 33.5 degrees Celsius on the 16th of July 1876 in Dublin. So quite a long time ago. In a lot of countries, 33 degrees is a very average temperature during the summer. So it's funny that that is Ireland's hottest ever day, and it was well over 100 years ago. Irish people often complain about the bad weather in the summer. We wish it was more sunny and less rainy so we could sunbathe and go and enjoy ourselves by the beach. However, this summer I spent 2 months in continental Europe and the weather was completely different to Ireland. Even though it's not very far away, the weather was so different. For example, last week I was in the Netherlands and it was 28 degrees almost every day, and on Friday it was 30 degrees. In countries like the Netherlands, the weather used to be quite mild, but it has become much hotter in recent years. So the country isn't prepared for hot weather. For example, houses don't have air conditioning or AC. So when the weather gets hot, it's so uncomfortable. Last week I couldn't stay in my accommodation during the day because it was like a sauna. I had to spend time in cafes or libraries with air conditioning and only returned to the apartment in the evening when the weather had cooled down a bit. My skin also burns very easily in the hot weather. Do you know what sunburn is? It happens when you're exposed to direct sunlight and it makes your skin become very red and painful. If I'm in the sun for an hour or two, my skin turns bright red. It's so sore and very bad for the health of my skin. So in the summer, I always wear shirts with long sleeves, a big hat, and lots of sun cream. I use SPF 50 sun cream, which protects my skin well from the sun. It's quite scary to see how much the weather is changing these days. Compared to when I was a child, summers are becoming much, much hotter across Europe, and of course across the rest of the world too. Because of climate change, the temperature is increasing, and it's becoming more difficult to manage the extreme weather. We all need to try and limit the effects of climate change, for example, by using less electricity and using public transport instead of our cars. I hope you're all staying safe and cool in this hot weather, wherever you are in the world. Please leave me a comment and let me know how the weather has been in your country recently. Thanks so much as always for listening, and I'll speak to you in the next episode. Bye bye.